Hello. Good afternoon. Sorry, good, still morning. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, teacher.
Morning, teacher.
Morning, teacher.
Nine are here. One is one or two are left. Okay, where were we? What did I ask you to do? Okay, tell me what should I? Where should I start? Did I give you homework, by the way?
Yes.
Page number.
One for two.
What book?
Student book.
Didn't I give you homework from what book? No.
No.
For students book, where should I start?
Page number 143.
Okay, 142, 143. I have already taught you how to change reported speech, right? And you have finished listening. How about number 3?
We need to chat number 3 to 8.
Oh, yes, let's start. So everybody, page 142, number 3. In the listening script, you have already listened to the direct speech, right? And you are given the indirect speech. Now, I will let you change direct speech. So 1 and 2 are finished. So I will start from number 3. Sinamil, are you ready?
Yes.
How are you?
I am playing the part of a princess at my local theater.
Yes, correct. Correct. And next, number 4, Kevin.
Oh, they asked me, what do you think about the story of Midas?
Midas. Wait.
Midas.
Kevin, don't put they ask me. In this Cambridge book, subject verb and reported verb, they are omitted. So you need to say directly. Open inverted comma, what?
What do you think about the story of Midas?
What do you think of the story of Midas? What do you think of, right? Yeah. And then it ends with question mark, close inverted comma. What do you think of? Touch with it.
Number 5. I had been at stage school since I was 6.
Yes, correct. I have been at stage school since I was 6. Yes, it is. The next, number 6. In this case, since I was 6, it makes sense. All right, number 6. Ông chấm bài.
I had been in a role in Alice in Wonderland.
Say again.
I had been in a main part in Alice in Wonderland.
No. You don't need to change the words. You need to take the words from the sentence.
Oh, okay. I had a main part in a play before.
No. Later, how will you change? Don't you see conjunction if? Ông chấm bài, that is the key word.
Have you had a main part in a play before?
Had. So it may be past tense or has a verb plus verb 3, right? So according to this, it must be, did you have? Did you have a main part in a play before? Did you have a main part? Ông chấm bài, do you understand? It starts with
Yes,
if.
I understand.
So it must be, did you have a main part of? All right, this time, Tasu Ao. Can you hear clearly? I wonder
Yes.
if you could hear clearly. My connection is not that good. I could see it. How about Tasu Ao?
What do you see? I don't never
I can't hear you, Florence. Sume. The same question. Sume. I can't hear you. Su Yitong.
Will you
Sume, I can't hear you. Will you be?
available in September?
Yes, correct. Will you be available in September? So this time for Rhea.
Speak up.
Yes, only speak up. Because you don't need to put one I started to read and they told me, so it must be speak up. That's all. Any question? So let's continue.
Teacher,
Yeah, say.
I don't understand how to check the regular speaks number 6. Can you explain?
Yeah. So first of all, you need to look at conjunction. So in number 6, if, right? So it must start with helping verb. It must start with helping verb. For helping verb, it may be has a verb or has have or verb to. For verb to, For yes, no question, you have to start with do, does, did. So if it is past tense, we change it into had plus verb 3. So you are given had plus verb 3, so there may be two. Have you had or did you have? But according to the meaning, did you have is better. That is why the question I let you change, did you have a main part in a play before? Because of before. Yeah, but in this case, have you had is not actually wrong. It may be both. So when you change it into indirect speech, you have to change like had. So nothing is wrong. Both are okay. Any question? So I hope you understand how to change direct speech. So I will let you change indirect speech now. I hope you have learned how to change reporter speech at home. So let's go to page 143, number 5. Report the statements and questions. Do you see that? Come on. So could you please do that? One is given you as an example. Check. Kelvin, read.
Sarah said she was in a play.
Sarah said, right? You are given subject and verb. Because of such, you don't need to put object. But I, subject is I. So you need to change it into she. For AMN was. She was in a play at, for Sarah, the girl, so it must be her. Local theater. 2 to 5, do it.
Teacher,
Yes.
we need to present about the script or the issue.
Script. You mean dialogue?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. I will let you do it. Thank you for reminding me. Can I check? Can I check? Okay. Number 2. Kevin, will you please tell me your answer?
The writer asks Sarah, in anything at the moment.
Wait. If
He was in anything at the moment.
it starts with helping verb, so it must. Oh. So it starts with if, right? And for you, the director, so you need to look at Sarah. Sarah is object. So you refers to object. So it must be she. If she. And I will be at the back of you. So it must be was. If she was. If she was in anything at the moment. And it ends with full stop. And then this time, that's what I'll say.
The statement is approved to imagine he was alone in his place.
To imagine. To imagine, for you, you need to look at object Tom. So it must be he. He. Because of R, it must be was. He was. To imagine he was alone in, because of he, it must be his. In his palace, correct. Let's go to number 4. Vanessa. Vanessa, quickly. Hmm? Kevin saying, Kevin is finished. Sinai music.
The director told Tom that he could not hear him.
The director, I means the director. So it must be he. And then can, it must be could. It must be smaller, small letter, right? Could. And you need to put no. Couldn't hear. For you need to look at object, Tom, so it must be him. He could not hear him. Correct. So let's go to number 5. Number 5, I'll jump by.
Tom said he was looking forward to reading the story.
Tom said
He was looking forward to reading the story.
Tom said he was looking forward to.
Actually, I
Right.
said was.
Was okay, because I means he. So he was looking forward to reading the story. Correct.
Recording in progress.
Okay, it takes time, so I have to. First pair. Sume, were you with someone, right? Who is your partner? Sinai Sinai and Sume, right?
No, me.
Oh yeah, Kevin and Sume. Okay, start now. Kevin, which role I going to take?
Manager.
Okay. How about Sume? You have to take the role of the guest, right? Okay, start now. So, May, are you ready?
Yes.
Teacher, can you give me a minute for a while?
So you are not ready yet.
Yeah.
You are supposed to prepare it at home. Su Yitong, how about Su Yitong? Your partner, please.
That's Suang.
Okay, that's one. Su Yitong, which role are you going to take?
Manager role.
Oh, okay, you are a manager now. Okay, that's one. You are the guest. Start now. Come on.
Please repeat.
Yes, this is a cake bakery. How can I help you?
I would like to order a cake for my friend wedding. Can I get vanilla flavor with strawberry topping? And add the happy birthday service on the cake, please.
We only have strawberry chocolate and cheese flavor.
So I will get a chocolate flavor. Can I take it as tomorrow?
No, you can't. We have so many orders left. If you can't wait, you can order from another shop. So, and welcome to our restaurant.
Is there any place left for 2 people and upstairs?
Are you a member of VIPs? Upstairs is only for VIPs.
Okay, so we will pay please downstairs.
And here's the menu. I'm so busy right now, so if you want to order or need something, press this button.
Can I have one mushroom spaghetti and one cheese spaghetti?
Mushroom spaghetti aren't left, so how about 2 cheese spaghetti?
Yes,
And what dessert are you looking for?
I'm looking for a cute and long dress for my friend wedding.
You're a little fat, so I think it won't suit you.
Which dress do you think will be okay?
I think you'll be okay with a short dress because you are a little bit short.
So I will take that too.
That's all, teacher.
Okay. Good talk. Good conversation. Sorry, not talk. Good conversation. Okay, next one. Jampan, who is your partner?
Tashuyin.
Tashuizin, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Tashuizin and Jampan. Jampan, which role are you going to take?
I think.
You are gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, may I help you?
There's no running hot water in the shower.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm transferring you to another room with hot water.
Hi, could I check in?
Yes, but we don't allow pet in the hotel.
Really? Could you make my pet an exception, please?
No, the rule are rules. Sorry, mister. Goodbye.
Excuse me, my TV is not turning on.
Oh, really? I recall one of the electricians to can fit your TV.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. It's quite funny and nice. Next. Dilita, are you
Oh,
ready?
yeah. Yes,
How about
teacher.
the partner? Vanessa.
My partner, yeah.
Vanessa, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You could start. Who will start?
I am manager, so I'm gonna start. Good afternoon. Welcome to Bay Resort Hotel. Thank you for calling us.
I will guess for room number 29.
How can I help you, madam?
The bedsheet in my room is spotted.
Oh, madam, we are deeply sorry for our carelessness.
Can you change a new one for me as soon as possible?
Of course, why not? Our guests are our top priority. We will dispatch our cleaning staff to do it immediately.
Okay, thank you. I want to let you know that the door lock is broken, so can you repair it also?
And luckily, there is no locksmith in our hotel, but don't worry, we will call for the locksmith in town to come by in the evening.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. We are here to assist you. If you have any more problems or need help with anything else, feel free to call and tell us.
It is from room number 29 again. Air conditioning doesn't work anymore. Will it be fixed?
Oh, we are sorry for our mistakes again, madam. Technician will come and assist you immediately. I promise it won't take time.
All right. I want air conditioning will be good by tonight. Be careful not let this happen again.
We apologize for inconvenience caused. Thank you for your understandings and recommendation. We'll be careful next time.
I have a present for an olive breakfast, but there is a small amount of food remaining when I went to have breakfast this morning.
We are sorry for happening this, madam. How can I assist you back?
No problem. I just want to recommend your hotel to provide large amount of food for breakfast next time.
We'll try to provide better services for breakfast in consultation with chef next time. Shall we make a new breakfast, madam?
That's okay. I have got an appointment and got to go, so you don't need to make it presently. Thank you.
That's all, teacher.
Okay. Then your conversation is okay. It is loud. You have considered different issues. Okay, next. Sumi and Kevin, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Sumi and Kevin.
Good morning, madam. May I assist you?
Good morning. Would you mind telling me how to go to the electronic shop? Electronic shop to buy the charger?
Yes, madam. There's an electrical shop nearly. Please proceed straight ahead. And when you reach the traffic intersection, turn left. You will find the shop on the left side.
One more thing is that I can open the laptop since open the morning. Since the morning, I think it is broken. Can you ask the electrician to check it?
I apologize for the convenience, madam. We will probably inspect your air conditioner. If it's not functioning properly, I assure you that we will provide you with an alternate room.
I would like to know where the post office is. I want to send a picture to my relatives.
The post office is located in the city center near the center shopping center. Madam, is there any else I can help you?
No, thank you for helping.
Kevin, make sure you have checked all the words that are new for you in the dictionary. Some pronunciation like convenience. All right, before you make presentation or before you talk, you need to check the pronunciation on Google. And this time, xin này nhiều. Xin này nhiều.
Yeah.
So
Push
use
the
the
button.
button.
Good morning. How can I help you?
Morning. I need to complain about some problems.
Sure. What are the problems?
So I need to send the file to my teacher due today, but the Wi-Fi isn't good.
Oh, we will fix this. Please wait for 15 minutes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I forgot to put the password. It wasn't connected properly. Never mind. But I still have some more to complain.
Mhm. Then proceed it.
All right. So at night, I hear loud noises from the sea. The sound of the waves are waking me up a lot. How can you fix that?
For that, we can change the room where you can't hear any noise.
Oh, thanks. But what about views? I want a room with nice sea views.
I'm sorry for that. There are no more rooms that have sea view. All rooms have guests already.
I see. Not even one room left.
Yes, we are really sorry.
Okay. Also, the breakfast. Can you tell me when the breakfast starts?
Well, breakfast is from 7 till 9, but you can tell us when you need to have early.
Oh, fine then. Can I have the breakfast at 6:45 tomorrow?
Sure, you can. We will prepare it before that time.
Yes. Also, what kind of dish will be served?
We have fried rice, canned noodles, moringa, tea leaf salad, and so on.
Oh,
Salad.
I'll choose tea leaf salad. Does it contain any shrimps?
Yes, it does. And do you want some tea?
Sure. I need to ask one more thing.
Okay, what you would like to ask?
So the breakfast, is it free or do we need to pay for it?
It is totally free.
Nice. Okay, then thanks for answering the question. Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.
That's it. It's done.
Okay. Interesting. Next one. Who is that? I think all are finished. Yes, I think all are finished. So, in the exam for writing, you may be asked conversation, dialogue. You know how to write, right? So the same as your presentation, you have to write on your own in the exam. You will be given the situation, and depending on the situation, you have to write. This is the sample one. So I think we can start page 144, the story of Midas. For the time being, please look at the book. My laptop is being fixed, and then some applications are not used properly, cannot be used properly. The story of Midas. Which stories do you remember from your childhood? Why do you remember them? According to the question, there may be a I can ask one question for this. That's fine. Can you tell me about your childhood story? Wait, I could not write. About your childhood story. So you are supposed to say like the title of the story. Okay, the first one is the title. If you know the writer's name, you can say the writer. Who is the writer? What about? What type of story? It is an Aesop fable, something like that. All right. And you can talk about the story briefly with a few sentences, around about 7, 8 to 10. The plot of the story. Which part you like most? Which part you like most? It means the beginning, the whole part, the whole story, or maybe the last part, and why? Why you like that story? Why you like that story? What moral lesson do you get? Who told you that story? Or how did you know that story? Did you read it on your own, or somebody told you that story? Why you still remember that story? Okay, about your childhood story. Prepare quickly. Who wants to start?
Can I?
Yeah, Faria, start now. Tell me about your
Okay.
childhood story.
So for the childhood story, in my childhood, I've read like so many stories, and most of them are from the Polish books because my parents, they usually just buy me those kind of Polish books so that I can read. Like some of the stories are long, some of the stories are short. And well, there are a lot of story that I like, but among them, the one that I like the most is from the textbook in, I think, grade 2. That is about two, that's about two birds. How can I say it? The bird name is called like parakeet, and it's like two like parakeet brothers. And well, for the story is about like firstly, there was like how can I say it? A pair of parakeets, and they got like they laid eggs, and one day there was like a storm coming through, and the parents have already died in the storm, and the two parakeet brothers, they separated apart, and one went to a place which is like ruled by gangsters or those kind of bad people, criminals, and one is gone to the place which is how can I say, ruled by like the monk and like polite people. So the parakeet which went to the bad place, when they grew up, finally they grew up, and one day, the king and his men, they went into the forest to search for the how can I say, the animals, and they gone hunting, and once they got lost, and they rest in an area which has like those bad people, and the parakeet, the younger brother parakeet, that parakeet is like rude because of it's surrounded by rude people. So it attacked them, and it shouted like, "Oh, here's people come kill these people or this," and those kind of like bad people. They came to kill the king, but the king and his men already has moved to another place. So when the king and the man already has moved to another place, there is the older brother parakeet who is polite, and when they came under the tree, the parakeet felt like, "Oh, nice to see you guys. Come rest in the monastery or stuff, and come drink some water." And well, the king and his men thought the parakeet was really polite, and they appreciated him. Well, when the king and his men went into the monastery, the parakeet, its life story was explained by the monk. So the monk said like there's like two parakeets, and the whole story, he explained the whole story, and the king and the man like really adored that parakeet.
And well, they just went back to the palace and they felt grateful for it. So for the moral of the story, what I like the most is that like the moral of the story is that, you know, if you're surrounded by bad people, you eventually got their one of their habits. I mean, if you're uncareful, and I mean, if you grew up in a place with polite people, you eventually became polite, because you need to fit into that society. So, I mean, not for all people, but for most people, that's why, I also agree to this because of like surrounded by my friends. There are like a lot of type of friends, and if you are like, I have one surrounded by those kind of friends who didn't really care about uh like, how can I say, studying or stuff. And honestly, I wanted to fit into their friend group, so like I stopped studying and I do what it like, how can I say? I do what they do. I do like them. I behave like them, and I eventually became one of them. And when I got into a group which is like totally opposite from them, I behave differently from that kind of person. So I like the moral of the story, and well, I like the whole story. And yeah, that's my favorite childhood story.
Okay. Interesting. Next one. Who wants to try? Who is ready? Sume. Sume.
Yes.
Tell me about your childhood story.
When I was about 9 years old, uh, when I was about 9 years old, I have encountered a very bad experience. Other day, while I'm attending class, my family was going to the supermarket, and mostly I came back like at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock with my teacher's motorbike. Other day, my teacher let me finish the class like at 7 o'clock. So she gave a ride to my house, and when I arrived, the door were locked, and also when I call out my family name, they don't answer. So I cried, and I cried really loudly that my relative came and wait for me, and also say for me to my grandma. And after a few minutes, my father arrived to my house, and he picked me up to the shopping center where my family is. And then he has to go to my sister to pick up her. And at that time, I feel really during this time, I feel really scared, and also I feel helpless because I'm alone, and also I'm ashamed. But I at that time I told my grandma not to do that again.
Okay, wait. Come up. Next. Who wants to try? I'll stand by. Kevin. Xin này Miu. Hello. Diletta, are you ready?
I'm almost finished, teacher.
Who wants to try?
Teacher, can I?
Yes.
One of the story I remember is the story of the turtle and the rabbit. They're just telling. Teacher, can I say again? Because the background so noisy.
So next. Sweet John.
Teacher, I'm not finished.
I know. But I thought you would say you would tell the story later. Now, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the story I remember is the story of the turtle and the rabbit. They're just telling the story. The turtle couldn't move very slowly, but without stopping, and finally it won the race. The moral lesson of the story is that you can be more successful by doing things slowly and steadily than by acting quickly and carelessly. I only wrote that.
Okay, it's quite short, but it is a child's story. Xin này Miu.
Not yet, teacher.
Diletta, are you ready?
Yes, teacher. So I spent my childhood by reading fantasy stories, and the one which I always remember, still remember, is like what if cats disappear from the world, which is funny and fantasy stories. And I think I read it when I was 10 or 11, and I was deeply fond of it because of its fantasy things. And yeah, I don't really remember the writer because it is the Japanese name, so I can't remember that. And the story is about the postman who is gonna die by brain cancers, and he just got 3 months to live. And then the evils appears and then tell him to like destroy things on the earth, and he will give him 1 day to live. And then after another day, like the postman I had to think which thing he will destroy. And then he first choose price test on the clothing, and then like all the price tag on the clothing all over the world are like gone, and then there is no price on clothing. And after that, like when he spent his day by destroying things on the art, and then he has got 1 day to live. And then among them, my favorite thing would be like destroying telephone. It's because like the writer could describe how would the life go if there is no cell phones, and how would the life go if there is no smartphones. And I like it because like it's really like it gives us a thought, and also it's kinds of fantasy, so that's why I like it.
Okay, fascinating. Anyone who wants to try? Who wants to try?
Teacher, I will.
Yes.
Yes. When I ask my parents or my family members to tell me a story, they always tell this story, and
even though they have told me so many times and I have a lot of times, it's one of Aesop fables called The Tortoise and the Hare. It's about they argue who is faster. So they do a race, and a hare is a quick moving and overly confident animal. So he thought he would win the race. So he decided to take a nap for a while during the race. But the tortoise is a slow moving animal, but in the end, the tortoise won the race. The purpose of this story is slow and steady wins. And the hare lost the race because he has been overconfident and careless. If he hadn't that way, of course, there is no way the tortoise could have beaten him.
Mm, okay. The way you present is also nice. Okay, now we will go to next. Midas, the story. What I want you to do is you need to read this story. Go to page 145. Number 1, read the story of Midas on page 144. Why did Ovid include it in metaphors? But I won't let you do that. I will let you do number 2. Work with a partner, take turns to ask and answer the questions. Okay, 1 to 8. While reading, you need to answer 1 to 8. Okay, so everybody do it. Later, I will discuss it with you. Finished. Jambai, are you finished?
Yes, sure.
How about the others? Can I check? Kevin, are you finished? Later, can I check?
I'm almost finished, teacher.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm finished, teacher.
Yes, sweet one. Tashwizi, that's who can I check?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Number 2, 1, who were Midas, Silenus, and Dionysus. Number 1, Midas. 太水子
Uh,
Who was Midas?
Midas is the king. He was very ruled over the Asian kingdom.
He is the king who ruled over the Asian kingdom of Korea.
Yeah.
And next one, how about Silenus?
Silenus is the old man as a witch and a famous teacher.
Can you say again?
Selena, I don't know how. Here's old man.
He's an old man, a wise and famous old man,
teacher.
and the teacher of Dionysus.
Dionysus.
The teacher of Dionysus. How about Dionysus?
I think Dionysus is Serena student.
Selena's student. Because he's young student, so it means that Dionysus is Selena's student. One of the students, right? Selena's student. Champai. Second one. How did Selenas get to Midas?
He had lost his way and was wandering in the countryside when 2 farmers saw him and brought him to the palace.
Yes, it is in the first paragraph, right? He had lost his way and was wandering in the countryside when the 2 farm workers found him. So it means that the 2 farm workers from the kingdom of Perea brought the old man when he had lost his way and was wandering in the countryside to the palace. You need to change a little bit. And next, number 3. Vanessa, how did Midas treat Silenus? Vanessa, why don't you reply me at once? How? How about Kevin? How did Midas treat Silenus? Midas treats Silenus.
Midas welcomed him to his court for 10 days and night, and he entertained him at his palace.
Yeah, according to this, he welcomed very nicely to him. Number 4, why did Dionysus reward Midas? Synonym.
Dionysus rewarded Midas because Midas took care of Silenus and back to his home.
Yeah, took care of him and took him back to his home in Lydia? That is one. It is, the answer is in that paragraph. Line number 11, 12, 12, 13, 14. And next one. Why did Dionysus reward Midas? Sume. Oh, sorry, it is finished, right? Number 5. What was Midas' wish? Sume, can you hear me?
Hello,
I can't hear you.
hello.
I can't hear you
My
clearly.
friend- Hello,
Say louder.
hello.
Yes, I can hear you, but you need to say louder.
Midas' wish was to turn everything he touched into gold.
Hmm. Where do you see that information?
In line number 20.
20. He wanted to have the power to turn everything that he touched to gold. Okay, yes, 1920. Midas' wish was to have the power to turn everything that he touched to gold. Touch with it.
Yes.
Midas' view of the golden touch chain. How?
He can touch everything and then he can eat everything. And it golden touch changed his life.
Jelida, how will you answer for this?
At first Midas was the light, but later he was despair. I don't know how to pronounce the ESPA.
Aspire.
About his power. Despair about his power.
How did Midas' view of the golden touch change? How? The question says how. How about Suitong?
At first, Midas was delighted that he would be the richest man in the world, but later he realized that he had made a terrible mistake.
Yes, that makes sense. The same idea as Jelida, right? So it is, you need to combine two in line number 40. At first, he realized that he had made a terrible mistake. After that, he was in despair when he couldn't eat or drink and he had lost his only daughter. You need to change a little bit. Next, number 7. What was the useful lesson that Midas had learned? It's not finished. Synonym.
The useful lesson that Midas had learned was not too greedy.
Really? Is it mentioned? Is it mentioned?
No,
Can you he is greedy? Wait. How about Kevin? Your answer, please. How about Faria?
I is that like what? Wait, Chair. What was the useful lesson that Midas had? And I wrote like the thing is that he had lost.
Number
He had
7,
lost what
right?
was. Yes, he has lost what was most precious to him and couldn't eat or drink and lost his only daughter.
What is the question? Like the useful lesson that Midas had learned.
I wrote like he had lost what was most precious to him and couldn't eat or drink and had lost his only daughter. That is the lesson I thought. I mean,
Where do you see that?
in
The last
paragraph.
sentence is, look at that 54. He had lost what was most
Oh.
precious to him.
Yeah. I also.
And you could see that he had wanted to be the richest man in the world, but in fact, he was the poorest. He said he had lost what he was most precious to him. So what was the useful lesson that Midas had learned? The useful lesson was that he had lost what he was precious to him, and he was the poorest, and in fact, he was the poorest. You need to take some words from line number 54, 55. Number 8, please left. Tasua, how did Midas lose the golden touch?
My dad knows that golden choice to go to the shore of the river. But this BSC to
Wait. So number 8, how did Midas lose the golden touch? Tasua, could you please say again?
My dad knows the golden church not to go to shore of the river, but to wash away his crime in its water.
By washing away his crime in the river Patolas. All right, by washing away his crime in the river Patolas. You can change that way. Oh wait, DESPAIR, despair, right? I will give you homework from what book? Homework, what book will be? Page number. By the way, for unit 70, all are finished. I would like to make it sure.
I think no. We left page number 103, 104, 105.
103 is left. Crossword.
Yes.
Okay, 103, 104, 105. So you could not do unit 18 yet because we haven't finished unit 17. So everybody please do homework. 103, 104, 105. 3 pages. Do you know what to do?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so today I will stop here. Please finish homework. See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Hi, Chair. Thank
Hi,
you.
Bye,
teacher.
teacher. Thank you, teacher.